If you don't currently read books, then this video is for you. But if you already made the habit of reading and you read basically every single day and you love it and you just consume lots of information and learn a lot of new things and you're pretty much very smart, well, this video probably isn't for you. But you should probably stick around so I can still have the good viewer retention. Sorry. Okay, so reading. Why should you be reading? Well, pretty much when you read, you learn things. It's like watching a video or learning from like a teacher talking to you. It's basically another method of learning something. Well, there's also books where you can like read stories and stuff, but I'm not really talking about those. I'm talking about like educational books or self-help books or really books that you can learn from, like even what are those, like the textbooks, you know, those satanic ones that you'd get at school, and they're like, turn to page 240 and read through these pages and then answer the question. I hated this so much. But reading, you learn from it. So that's one benefit from reading. If you read, you're going to learn things. And especially with books written by successful people. So let's say you want to become like a bloody millionaire or something. You could read a book that's written by a self-made millionaire, and then if you actually take notes on what they're teaching you and you do the actionable steps exactly how they tell you, chances are you're probably going to make some sort of wealth while doing that. So not only do you learn more, but when you implement steps that are taught to you within books, you become to get the success that the person who's written it has given you. With reading, you can learn just about anything you want. If you want to learn how to become a salesperson, there's millions of books on sales. If you want to learn how to manage a dog, there's hundreds of books on learning how to treat your dog and raise your dog and basically deal with it. If you want to learn how to make a bunch of money, there's thousands of books on that. If you want to learn how to become a better person, thousands of books on that. There is books on basically anything in the world. You can go to your library, there's hundreds of books there, thousands of books there, hours and hours and hours and hours and weeks and years of just years of knowledge. There is so much knowledge out there written by successful people who have already achieved whatever it could be that you want to achieve. If there's anything that you want to do, chances are that there's a bloody book about it, right? So let's say I want to be like a pro basketball player or something. You could search up on the internet, basketball book. Probably would find one. I've never done that before, so this example that I just gave might be terrible, but let's say you want to be a millionaire or something. You can search up how to become a millionaire book or something. There's like thousands of them, millions of them by self-made millionaires already and people who know what they're doing. So when reading, you consume the wisdom from the people who have already done what you want. You consume the wisdom from the people who have achieved what you want to achieve. And that's so powerful, especially when you learn what they do and actually implement the steps. It's really, really useful. So if you're not reading, you should definitely get into the habit of reading, because it's just such a powerful thing. And not only that, it's better than a lot of YouTube videos out there that are just like super hyper stimulating or something. And when you read, it's like, it's nice and peaceful. It takes time as well, so it improves your attention span, which is probably rotten from social media. Don't lie to me. You're watching this video, chances are that you have other kinds of social media as well, okay? It's destroying your brain. Reading sort of helps reverse that a little bit if you read more than you consume other types of shitty content out there. And a thing as well with reading, I've noticed a lot of times with myself, and I've heard this from thousands of people as well, they say that they read, right? And then after they've read a paragraph, they just completely forget about it. And that's normal with a lot of people. It happens to everyone, but it's not ideal. You don't want that, and there's a way to fix it. You can fix it by meditating. Now, I have a video on meditating. I'm pretty sure I uploaded one a few days ago at the time of releasing this video. I'm pretty sure it's called How to Meditate. Whatever it is, I'll link a card to it. Now, you should be meditating, because when you meditate, you become more mindful. When you become more mindful, you can focus better when you're reading, and then you can grasp the philosophies and ideas and information from these books a lot better. So along with reading, you should also be meditating, because they just work really well together, and there's other benefits of meditation, but that's not for this video. All right, this video is about why you should read. Now, if I haven't really persuaded you already, most successful people, if not 99% of successful people, always read. Like, there's no way that there's like a successful person out there who hasn't like read or consumed some type of book. They're always reading every single day. They're consuming hours worth of content and information from these books that they actually do apply to their lives, which is why they're so successful. They study these books, they study all the concepts in them, and they just know them exactly, and that's why they implement them into their lives and they become successful. Almost every single world-class billionaire CEO reads books basically as often as they possibly can. So it's a proven tactic that actually works if you do it the right way, if you actually take action in what's read in the book. So if you like read a book and you're reading all these actionable steps that you can take, and you like getting yourself hyped up and think, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. It's not gonna work, all right? You're not gonna get anywhere if you go, oh yeah, I'll do it tomorrow, okay guys, I'll do it tomorrow. No. Get a book, read the actionable step, and do it right away, or sit there for a minute and visualize yourself doing it. Yes, it's going to take longer to read through a book, but why are you reading through a book? You're not reading through a book to sound smart or get through as many books as you can, say, I've read 72 books in a year. No, you don't want to be, what did you fucking learn, all right? Read books to learn new things and implement these things into your life. When you learn something, actually go and do it, okay? I'm gonna give an example here from a book. I'll just go grab one real quick. This is The Psychology of Selling by Brian Tracy. Now, this isn't at the end of every single book, but this is at the end of a lot of books. So if it's at the end of this book, I recommend you do this. So what you got to do is look at the contents page, right? And go and see the chapter that interests you. Let's say I'm interested in this chapter 3, Why People Buy. What I'm going to do is flick to the end of that chapter. And with most books, there'll be this, but not every book has this. You'll see here he has action exercises. A lot of books have chapter summaries or other types of things in them. Some books have nothing, which, it actually annoys me when there isn't a chapter summary in the end, to be honest. But go to this last page and just read the thing. So here, there's literal 7 practical steps that I can take. If I take these steps, I guarantee I'll become better in like making sales or something like that. So read through the chapter summaries, especially if you don't have the time to read through an entire book. Chapter summaries are super good and super important. If you've gone through a book, you open it, you look at what you're interested about, you read the chapter summary about it, and then all of a sudden you don't really understand it. Once you've done that, then you can actually go and read the chapter and then read what it is that you don't really fully understand, and then you learn that thing. Once you learn it, then you go out and do it. So I've heard that this is a way that most successful people read. What they do is they need something in their life, they get the book, they flip over to what it is that they need to read, They read it, boom, 5 minutes, done. Then they go and implement the thing, and just like that. It's basically like a tool. Like read books like they are handbooks or something like that. Like you just read what you need, put it down, and then go and do it. But if the book interests you and you really want to know about it and you really want to know everything about this topic and as much of it as you can, then of course, yeah, read the whole book. Read it cover to cover. All right, some books are better to read cover to cover, and some books are better to read just the chapter summaries and grasp the concepts and then go and use them. You have to make your own judgment based on that, whether you're going to do it or not. And that's pretty much it. Make sure you read books. Very important to your success in anywhere in life if you want it. No matter what it is, there are thousands of books about that topic. You should definitely get into reading. It'll change your life. It's another thing that you can do away from, technology, video games or something. Instead of scrolling on your phone, watching YouTube videos late at night, which I have to admit, sometimes I still get caught up doing it. It's not a good habit. I'm trying to convert more into reading a lot more before bed because it slows your brain down and it's a lot better for your health, mental health, and so much better for your sleep. Anyway, definitely get into reading. Buy a book, whether it's a story. If it's a story that gets you into reading and makes you want to do it, buy a story. Fiction books can be good for your life. But if you want, you could buy just a book about any topic that interests you. Really just get into reading, no matter what it is. Probably not comic books. I don't know about that. It's alright. Get into reading. Read books daily, as much as you can. It's a great habit to get into. You'll learn lots of new things, and when you implement them in your life, you'll start to find that you'll have more success in certain things. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.